Hi everybody. Thought we'd do something different today. And see if you want to watch me can these potatoes. And I won't be able to read the comments because I'm clear across the room. So, my bowl's ready. I don't think I need to. And I don't know if you can see me over here or not. I'm at the sink. Water. Put some water in the bowl here. I think I'll put a touch. I'll put a touch of vinegar in the water, just a little. Maybe help keep my potatoes turning brown on me. I don't know if it'll work, but I think it'll hurt nothing. Water. The ticking you hear is because I got ceiling fan on. My thermometer says it's only like 80 degrees here, but I swear it's 90 in the house here. It's really hot. So I got my other door open in my kitchen here. Hopefully I got it where I'll be on camera. Oh, not too low. Gotta bring it up just a little so you can see me. Hi, Mania Grammy and Eileen and whoever else is watching. I didn't see. So when I'm across the room, I can't see the camera, let alone, read it. But we're gonna try this. Got my jar sitting over here all ready to go. Now, which I hate doing, I'm gonna peel these potatoes. I'm gonna use my Idaho Hillbilly knife that he made for me. And my old paring knife is probably 40, 50 years old. It's not that sharp, but it works good for peeling taters. I hope you can all hear me. I've got it so close. I'm on camera. I don't want to get it up so high that you can't see what I'm doing, but I want you to be able to see me, though. Because I'm something special to look at. Still, I'm cutting my head off. Do it again. This is what happens when you're live. I don't want to get it where you can't see what I'm doing, though. And my tripod likes to fall down on its own. Got the tripod sitting on the stove. Holy moly. Whew. I wanted to do this with my shirt off, but that would be kind of indecent. So I don't do that. So I started by peeling. I used to, when my kids were little, do 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds of potatoes every year. Can them because canning is so much easier because you just dump them. Get down, down. Go on, down. Normally I would take the peelings and throw them outside, but I'm not doing it this time. This could be a long video, people, so just go in and out as you choose. I'm not a Speedy Gonzalez peeler either, so hopefully I won't add any meat to my potatoes. My finger. I put a little bit of, just a tiny bit of vinegar in the water, maybe to try and keep my potatoes from turning. I see somebody up there. I can't read it, it's too far away. But hi, whoever you are, and I want to thank everybody for coming. Mods, I would appreciate it, and I thank you for doing it. Watch out for trolls, and whack them if necessary. I appreciate it. I thank you all so very much, too. I don't know if I'll do broadcast the whole procedure or not, but these look like pretty much mostly red potatoes. So I know a lot of times in the food banks and stuff, you'll get a bag of potatoes, at least up here, and they're mixed. Reds and yellows and whites and I don't know what brand names of potatoes are, but they're different colors. But this feels really good when you got arthritis in your hands too. But if you don't use it, you lose it. Please pardon the coughing and stuff you hear in the background and that running machine. That's my wife's oxygen machine, and it sort of has to be on there, so. And I'll wash these again too after I'm done here. I just want to try and keep them turning brown if I can help it. I can't afford that other stuff. I don't even have any lemon juice to put on stuff. And someone told me that lemon juice is the same thing, basically it's citric acid, but I don't have that either, and I used to do. I haven't either. So I'm using apple cider vinegar, a little bit of it with the mother in it, you know. That's what I prefer to always use, but I have had to use white vinegar. Don't like it. Like when I make pickles and everything, I like apple cider vinegar in that too. I just like the taste of it better. Some people don't in their pickles, but I do. Wow, I'm getting these so thin today you can see through them almost. Yeah, right. Normally I'd throw these out to the rabbits and stuff, but I'm trying to get this done today right now, so. Yes, I'm wasting the skins. But they're pretty dirty anyway, and I don't. Oh, that one has a couple eyes left on it. Goodbye, eye. Or not eye, but starts of an eye. Trying to go as fast as I can so I don't take up your whole day. And I'll be pressure canning these. That's pretty much all I do anymore. Pressure canning is so much easier, it takes a lot less time. 10 pounds pressure, and I think it's 30 minutes. It's been a while since I did potatoes, so I'll go look in my book when I'm done here. Make sure I'm right. Or one of you can tell me and I'll look again. If I get the chance, I'll try to pay attention. This one's really a red potato. Nice and red. I'd like to dehydrate them, but I just don't like to mess with it today. I just want to can it because I got a bunch of apples I got to dry yet too. Got to slice all them up and figure out if I want to slice them or if I want to, you know, like in rings, or if I want to cut them up in little tiny pieces. Can't tell who's on there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my nightmare. I probably don't have to yell. Mean the phone's clear over there. The only thing I really hate canning, I love it when it's home canned, but I hate doing it, is corn. Cutting all that stuff off the ear and everything. Oh my goodness. And I don't care if these potatoes aren't perfect anyway, because I just cut it off. I'll sit to the side because I got my garbage can sitting right here. I don't know if it's showing up. Oh yeah, it's showing. Of course, my cats are all curious. They want to come up here and see, what's Pa doing? They found me over in Daisy's right down here by my feet. They found me everywhere. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I counted that right, 12 jars left. Out of all my jars, that's all I got left. So I hope this all fits. Or else we'll be having mashed potatoes for supper or something. Ugh, that's a bad one. I didn't want that one. That was real, the whole thing was bad. I don't know if I ever took video from this angle before out here in my kitchen, but right behind me is my door. We have three doors in our house. I love having the door in the kitchen. Someday I want to put a four-season porch up there. If not four-season, at least three-season. So I can sit out there all year. Sit out and look at the woods and stuff and do videos probably. But all that stuff will happen after the house is paid off. We got like less than a year. The house will be paid for, thank goodness. Can't wait. And I never told you that before. We paid, or paying, $26,000 for this house, and on my land and everything. That's a good price. But I did have to do a lot of work here. It was not livable. It's still not the way I want it, but it's you know, coming. I want to pay it off so that it's mine. And because see, we lost the house once, and I don't want to put a lot of money into a house and then lose the thing. So I'm paying it off first, and then I want to fix up. It's like I need floors in the kitchen here, all through the house. But another day, another dollar. The Lord will provide. He always does. I mean, look at this bounty. I didn't think I was going to get this either. When I got up in the morning, it was like, I wasn't going to go because I figured, oh man, there's going to be a lot of people there. Because there usually is. But there was one truck in front of me. I mean, if I would have had the canning jars, I would have asked them, you know, if I could have any extra, because they had, like that cabbage, they had boxes and boxes, I mean, big boxes full of stuff, and there wasn't nobody behind me, so it's like, I don't know if anyone ever came and got the stuff or not. I couldn't process all of that. I just don't have the jars and stuff to do all that stuff. I would have tried it, but some of the cabbages and that I could make sauerkraut with and that, but I could only eat so much sauerkraut. Maybe I could sell it. Yeah, I think I'd have to have some kind of license or something to do that, and I want to get into that mess. And I'll be cutting these up in smaller pieces too. Right now I'm just peeling them, getting them washed. But if I was just cooking fresh potatoes for us to eat, I'd be scrubbing them and I wouldn't bother peeling them. Because I know red skin potatoes, the peeling's good for you too. But my dad would, he'd absolutely hate that. Because when they were young, it was during the Depression and stuff. And he said one meal they ate the potatoes and the next meal they ate the peelings. And he got so sick of that, he don't want nothing to do with the potato peelings anymore. I can understand why. And my mother, she won't eat mustard. She absolutely will not eat it because Grandma used to have to make them. There were 7 kids in the family, and she made mustard sandwiches. And they would put mustard and a little sugar on it. And my dad, he was telling me they used to have lard sandwiches back in the old days. Because we were all desperately poor. My grandpa, he worked on the railroad. Well, right on my road, at the end of the road here, when I come up to the highway, there's railroad tracks right across from it. And my grandfather, he helped put those tracks in during the Depression. Because my original family homestead was up here within 10 miles from me. The Campbell family homestead. And I don't know if my cousin watches this or not, but his parents lived on that homestead for a long time. I wish I could have got it. I did talk to him about it, but I didn't have any money to get it. So they sold it. He had 80 acres originally, but my aunt had to sell it because, health, medical things and that, And my wife took care of my aunt that owned that property in the nursing home. Isn't that weird, dear? All them years ago. And my aunt up there, she's pretty much responsible for teaching my mother to can. That big rotten thing in it. Want that. Want that. That's all I get out of that potato. See, now here's a brownish pinkish one. See, I think they're mixed. Some kind of mixed potatoes. Thank you, mods, for your help today. I appreciate it. But I've never did the whole procedure. So I thought maybe I'll make a video on that. I hope y'all have nothing better to do than sit and watch me. I hate to keep you away from doing something you should be doing. But don't get me wrong, I do appreciate it. I had my daughter came over last night for supper, and I made, I don't know if you can see it, no you can't, my big canner, pressure canner, I made that full of chili, using the stuff that I can. Well, everything good, she said, no, that's good chili. And it's a big canner, so it makes a lot of chili. So I had to clean that, get that ready to go, do all the jars, load the dishwasher here because I don't usually use the dishwasher because it don't work with the fiddler's knee. And I wanted to get this started, so I had to speed things up somehow, cut some things out. I'll probably be trimming these, more too, because when I get the dirt off and everything, and get them all washed, there'll be more specks and stuff like that take out. I know that. Well, I'm almost to 10 pounds. What does it say on here? Yeah, see, it doesn't say what kind. Oh, all-purpose russet. There's more than russet in there. There's red ones too. This is a red one. Oh, red on one side and brown on the other. It's a half-breed. I don't care. It's food. I can't, I prefer organic and all natural and non-GMO stuff if I can get it. But I'm concerned mainly about food. Because there's some stuff fixing to happen, people. I can feel it. If you're not preparing, you better get doing it. And I believe in the rapture of the church. A lot of people don't. I don't care. I do. And if I'm not here to eat this food, there'll be other people that need it. Because I'm telling you people, in the end times, people aren't going to break into your house to steal your gold and your silver. Because that's going to be worthless. They're going to be coming in to get your food and water. If you think that you're going to be safe because you canned all your food and bought all these preps and everything, well, you better be sure you're stocking up on bullets and stuff too. There's going to be a lot of lead getting flung around. Because you're going to have to defend yourself in your household. I'm trying to do that myself. I have some. But I need more. As the good Lord tarries a little bit longer, we got food to eat. And I know he's coming soon. I feel it. If you're a Christian, I don't care if you're not a Christian. Everybody knows. Your knower knows. Just most people don't pay attention to it. I might have to add some more water to that. It's kind of full. I'm going to try to make it through 10 pounds first. And then what I'll do, go over to the sink and I'll wash them off and see if there's any more little eye thingies. Not like eyes, but where eyes come out at. Because if there were eyes, I would plant them. And I cut them off too. I don't care what anyone else does. I do it my way. This is a little big guy. He's going to have to jump out of his skin. He's going to be so tiny. But little potatoes are good for soup and stuff. I like whole ones, actually. I don't eat a lot of potatoes because of my diet, but I will. Push comes to shove, I'll eat potatoes. And I do eat them occasionally. My downfalls are love good homemade French fries. And I make home fries. I call them home fries, but they're like potato wedges, you know. I hope the weather's good where you guys are at. It started out rainy looking here this morning, but now it's nice out there. It's supposed to get to 90 today here, which is unusual for this time of year. But this year has been an unusual year. Probably sitting peeling like this, you wouldn't believe I went to school for cooking, could you? I can do the fancy, like, French knife thing, but I like to keep my fingers. I ain't good at it. I can do it, but I don't like to. Now, this one's got an eye on it. Well, his eye's going to get cut off. Goodbye, eye. It's still going in there to be eaten. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people, they would throw it out, not me. Cut them off and throw them in the pan. And you know, a lot of people don't know. You can make fried potatoes with bacon grease from canned potatoes. I do it all the time. Don't I, dear? You can't hear me. You can't hear something. Well, let's get these out of the bag. My hand's getting stuck in there now. Then I can get rid of this bag. There. See, potatoes are carbs, not protein, so I can probably cook these for 30 minutes. Be fine. I'm gonna try something this year too. I think anyway, I might put just a touch of vinegar in my jars to see if it keeps them from changing color. So I ain't got nothing else I can put in there. And I don't know if you guys do it or not. I like raw potatoes too. Oh, I love them. I'm resisting the urge to eat this little booger. He ate much by the time he jumped out of his skin. Waste not, want not, though, so. I've been wanting to get these done for a couple of days now. Then my daughter came last night, so I'm not going to get involved with scalding hot stuff with the kids running around. But my grandson, he's 3. My granddaughter, how old is Katie now? 7? Dear? How old is Katie now? She must be sleeping. I think she's 7. She's in school, so she must be 7. I am not good at ages. She knows all that stuff. She keeps track of birthdays and all that stuff, but...
What do you want to know?
How old Katie is.
How old who is?
Katie.
Daisy? She's
Katie.
With the year. She just turned 9.
9? Oh wow, I didn't think she was that old. And she's the type, when she comes over here, she likes to help Grampy with stuff. If I'm in the kitchen, she's always here under my feet. And I don't mind it most times. I let her help me cook and stuff, because that's the way I learned.
She's my age in dog years.
But when I'm using the pressure canner and stuff, but no, when she gets a little older, I'll teach her how to can. You betcha. If she was here now, I'd let her peel potatoes and stuff. She's old enough to learn some things. I did, and I survived it. Yeah, I cut my finger more than once, and I still do. Drank from the garden hose, all that stuff. Had BB guns. I still have one. Shot my neighbor and myself. We shot each other with BB guns. It hurts. You lived through it. Nowadays, people would have a fit. We didn't do it intentionally. Well, the one was intentionally. The one was accident, and then the follow-up was a reaction. Angry video, because it smarted. Yeah, my one neighbor, I shot him by accident with my BB gun. Well, I shot him in the thigh, so it wasn't a vital area. He shot me back though. Boys will be boys. But it was fun. Now these kids can't do anything. Everything's got to be antiseptic. Ridiculous. My kids, when they were little, they went out and sat in the dirt and they made mud pies. I would chase them outside and make them go out there and do stuff. Let them get all dirty. And in the summertime, they ran around naked in the driveway and I sprayed them off with the garden hose. That was when we lived in town, but they were 2 or 3 years old. Yep. I had to endure the heat, but at least they got a break. Yeah, see, I got a little more trimming to do on some of these. But you can't see it when they're all dirty. Then what I'll do, I guess, after I get these all done, hopefully I'm still running. I can't tell. I think it says live up there yet. I know this is probably boring for some of you. But I appreciate you coming. I really do. Can you imagine being so poor though? Eating large sandwiches? And my grandpa used to talk about when he was little, my grandpa Ballard, they lived in a chicken coop. That was my grandparents' first house. And they insulated the walls with old newspaper, not shoving it inside the wall, because the chicken coop's only single walls, but they would smear it on like wallpaper over the cracks to keep the cold air out. So I know what it's like. And when I grew up, when we moved into our house that me and my dad were building, it was 2x4s with a roof, covered with that see-through, like this green plastic. You could see right on through the house. That's what we had for walls when we started. Okay, now I'm gonna get some more water here. Oh. I wasn't sure how full to fill that bowl because I didn't want to run it over. Because I knew the potatoes would take up some of the space. Now this one, I'm not going to put vinegar in it. I want to see if there's a difference. I got a little bit of vinegar in that one. See if it keeps them from turning brown. This one I should have done. Stuff the bowl in there. Yeah. I don't have city waters. I have well water. Just a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get this done. Ow! guess I should put this up. Might make me further away though. Not smacking my knees on it then. Okay. Let's get her done. Ew! Oh, there it is. Yeah, I hate. And bags of potatoes, there's always at least one stink on. Rotten potatoes stink like nothing. There's a little bitty one. But there's always at least one. Pay attention to them and see if they turn brown on me. And these ones too, to see if vinegar does actually make a difference. I know apple cider vinegar is good for so many things, including losing weight. Well, I hope there's people there yet. I can't see. Looks like there is. Everybody remember to like and comment, please. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I appreciate it. And everybody in the chat, go check them out. See, they got a channel. Sub them out. Watch one of their videos. You can like it and sub, but you gotta watch the video. Pick one and watch it, because YouTube will take the sub away after a period of time if you're like a person that's not active on the channel. And I don't know if you guys have heard anything or not, but YouTube's gonna change the rules again, from what I've been hearing. So, I am slowly in the process of moving a lot of my videos over to DIYTube. Because they don't like Second Amendment type things on here. And they don't like Christian stuff, the gospel. And I think it's just going to be a matter of time before they get rid of everybody that stands for anything worthwhile. If you stand for anything that the world stands for, you don't have to worry about nothing. But if you don't stand for anything that's wrong in this world, or maybe you view it as wrong, you're under the knife, or could be. So I really do hope I make it. Because I want to make an income off of this. I don't care if it's an unlock, just something. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh, look at that. Eee, can you see it? Ew. I'm trying to watch some comments come up, but it's so hard to see across that far away. I sure can't read them. And I made sure, because someone said that they couldn't find my Amazon wish list, but I made sure it's on the About tab on my main page now. It was before, but for some reason they didn't put a hypertext link in there like they were supposed to. It worked for me for a while, and then all of a sudden it quit. So thank you, whoever that was. Somebody, Erica Smart or something like that. Somebody, she's in the comments anyway. She told me about it. Not in this comments, but the other day's comments. Thanks, whoever that just was. I know you're probably asking questions, and I can't answer because I can't see them. I can see them come up, but I can't read them. I thought about turning the comments off for this, but I like to go back through, so don't be afraid to ask me stuff, because I go back through and watch the videos after it posts online. It takes a while to go into replay, but I do go in and read it. I'm sure you guys have done this 1,000 times, 20 pounds of potatoes. And that's not a lot of potatoes. I mean, I've peeled a whole lot more than this before. Not one of my favorite things to do, but gotta do it. But if they were new potatoes with the real thin skins and stuff, I probably would have left them on. If they weren't real dirty, I could clean them up better. They're pretty dirty. And my wife says, "Are you going to can all the potatoes?" I said, "Yeah, because I don't want to lose them." Believe it or not, there's a lot of newer knives out there that you can use, but I've used this paring knife for so many years. I got it from my mom, and I don't know how many years she used it. But almost everything we canned, back when I was a kid, we did it with this knife. So it's kind of got a lot of memories to it. And I think we got one around here somewhere too that was my wife's mother's. It didn't break. And this ain't a fancy knife, it's just a cheap paring knife. But, I don't know, it lasted a long time. It's not very sharp either. I tried sharpening it and all I did was scratch up the blade. But I like it where it cuts through the potato, but not my fingers. So some comment came up. I know I'm probably boring you crazy. Sitting watching somebody peel potatoes. I can't think of a more boring thing, but part of life. It's what I do. Oh yeah, I want to tell you this too. I took the carrots I canned and I put them on the shelf in my room. I only got the one shelf, and boy, is that thing, the shelves are really bowing now from all that weight. Well, there was 25 pounds of carrots that I did. I got one jar in the fridge. I didn't tighten the lid enough and it didn't seal. That was my fault. Because I don't over tighten them, but that one I didn't tighten at all. Because I took it out and I said, oh crap, no wonder it didn't seal. So we're going to eat that later. I wouldn't throw it out. It's still fine. Oh, there's a lot of littler ones in this bag. So it'd be nice to get them canned. I don't think I'll need all 12 jars, but you always want to have more than you need. Every time I don't do that, then I need more and I gotta stop and go back and wash jars. I don't know if I'll use my smaller canner or if I'll use my big one. You can probably use that one. I got it all washed up already. Potatoes are one thing I wouldn't bother doing in pint jars. You wouldn't get enough potatoes in there. Unless you cut them up really tiny. And I love eating canned potatoes. I love them. Absolutely love them. I'll just open the jar and sit down with a fork and eat potatoes. I love them that way. I think I made a video on it. I made homemade corned beef hash in it. But I use canned potatoes in that. And I have a hard time keeping out of them. I'll eat them instead of putting them in the pan. I think I made a video. I'm not sure. I'm sure I did. In the store we go to up here, I'll have to look at them when I go. They had canned corned beef. It was only $1 a can. But you can't beat that, not for corned beef. It was good. Good stuff. There wasn't nothing added to it. It was just corned beef. Oh wait, salt. And that's probably whatever they put in when they corn it. But well, there's a few good ones, good sized ones in there. Well, see, there's red ones and there's brown ones. There's russet. That one, they're red. I think maybe that is what red ones are called. I thought russets were brown ones that a lot of people use for bakers. I know the Idaho ones are bakers. Hey Kevin and Kitty, I got your knife out here. I'm going to use it too. Try to be careful with it, because that baby is sharp. If you haven't checked out Idaho Hillbilly's channel and his website, IdahoHillbilly.com, he makes knives. And he made this one for me. And I love it. I use it all the time. Just when I'm cutting potatoes, I want to try and keep my fingers well, just a little while longer. Because that one, it's like a utility knife or something. It's so sharp. Sure can't complain about being no. And I protect it. It doesn't go in the dishwasher or nothing. I wash it by hand. Handmade. Means the world to me. This is a weird potato, shaped like a peanut. Hard to peel it. Peeling way down there in that little thing. Dirt. Well, I'm about halfway through this bag. Well, I may need all my jars. I don't know. I think I'm gonna. I hope. Oh well, if it doesn't fit in a jar, I'll have to cook them up. And I don't put nothing in my potatoes but water. Occasionally salt. Maybe I'll put seasoned salt this time, I don't know. But usually it's just potatoes. I do that with, my mom taught me that way, and this old, my aunt that taught my mom how to can, she says, all that other stuff is not necessary. When you're poor and you're canning for, for sustenance, not to make everything pretty and all that stuff, you're canning it because you're gonna eat it, not have it looking pretty on the shelf. You don't worry about all that other stuff, you just put water on it. If it's vegetables, beans, carrots, all that stuff, you don't need all that stuff on it. Because chances are you're gonna use whatever you open in something and you can season it then. Because when I was a kid, my mom canned almost everything, and we couldn't afford, like, a lot of things call for sugar and salt and a bunch of different spices and stuff. We just didn't have money for that stuff. But we still had to eat. Oh my gosh, that was almost like a heart-shaped potato. So, anything we could. She says, my aunt, Ann was her name, and she said, you don't need all that stuff. My mom was canning green beans all the time, and they would sour spoil on her. My aunt says, what you need is a pressure canner. So Mom got one of those and went to town. Went up there and helped her can lots of things so she could learn how to do it. And then I learned from her. And I think some of my sisters can. I'm not sure how many of them actually do. I think my one sister, woodswoman, I think she does or did. With her MS, I'm not sure if she can anymore. That is like a heart. A little lopsided, but it's like a heart-shaped potato. Yeah, potatoes are hard for me not to eat, because boy, I love potatoes. And I know Andy does too, or not Andy, Tim. Andy likes burritos and stuff, and hot stuff that I can't handle. I just love it when they get a potato with a fork or a shovel and cut a groove in it. Makes it really hard to peel, and then the potato ends up rotten out. Right where you stamped it. You know what I did? Planting potatoes, say you get one out that's got a whole bunch of eyes on it and stuff, take it out and plant it. But you don't take the whole potato and throw it in the ground. You hack it up in pieces, like 4 or 5 pieces, and you'll get a plant off each piece that you plant. At least I did. I went to the fruit market, not fruit market, but, well, it's a nursery, because they grow flowers and stuff too, and I got some seed Yukon Gold potatoes, and I planted them that way. I got like 8 potatoes, and I ended up getting like 21 plants, because you cut them up, and every piece that you cut will grow into another plant. You kind of go by the eyes on it, though. I don't know if that's what you actually call them, but I've always called the little shoots that come off potatoes, but I always call them eyes. I don't know why. Somebody told me that and it stuck, I guess. Almost done with these. Whatever doesn't go in here. I think we're having chili again for supper. So I might, maybe I'll throw some taters in it. if I got any left, or I'll save for tomorrow. Or cook them tonight and eat them tomorrow. If they don't fit. That was getting kind of low on water too. Give me some more water here. You're okay, Daisy. Got all this starch on my back. Starch all over my hands and my face. Good job, Fuzzy. Got him. Save that in case I need it. It's like my blue enamel bowls. I love these things. I collect it. I have a blue enamel coffee pot up there. It's a really old bowl, just like the one Tessie's got hanging by her kitchen window. But mine's blue enamel. Hers is white and red, I think. It's a pan, actually, with weird handles on it. It's an old one, but I liked it. And then I got a pot up there that's blue enamel too. Like a stock pot or something. Not a stock pot, but bigger than a, not as big as a stock pot, but in between. Be done with these smaller ones. You ain't got much left, but don't want to waste them. I had a big thing of soup going right now. Throw them in there too. I don't. Come there, Daisy girl. It's hot for you too, ain't it, baby? My back is killing me. My hands are pretty. You can probably hear my wife snoring. She does a lot of that these days. Oh, we're getting there. Then it'll just be put them in the jars, and if I decide to put salt in them, all I have is seasoned salt. I don't have any kosher salt that I like to use. Don't have none of that. I used the last of that on them pickles, I think. Ooh, that was thick. I can tell my hands getting tired of whacking off thicker chunks than I plan to do. Wasting more potatoes. That ain't bad. Out of 20 pounds of potatoes, they only got one that was ew. But nothing stinks like a rotten potato. Man, this year the bald-faced hornets are really out. I don't know if that's a sign of a bad winter or what, but we got a lot more of them than normal. Boy, do those things pack a wallop if they sting you. But they're huge. And my mods, don't whack anybody or anything that just because you don't like them. It's like, let them actually do something they shouldn't do first. Because not everybody likes everybody, and I don't want it to be based on, you know, just something like that. But yeah, if they get online and stuff, I support you 100%. Don't be mad at me. I couldn't see it anyway right now. I don't even know if anyone's even here. I'm probably bored and going crazy. I can't see the screen to tell. I can see it, but it's awful tiny. And this may not be USDA the way I'm doing it, and I know it's not. I don't care. I've done this for a long time and nobody's ever got sick. That was funky looking. Don't like the funky looking stuff. It's too bad. I'll throw the whole thing up. You think I'd know by heart how long that you gotta process these? I feel so many things. Sometimes I make sure, I just check the book, just to make sure, even though I'm probably right, I still want to make sure that I'm doing it right. Because I want to be safe. Hi everybody. I see that somebody, is that Tessie? Is that, can't tell. I think I saw Eileen on here. She's having a good snore. That's what happens when it's live. Is that Dan? Can't tell. When I get these in, get them going. I don't think I'm going to run both canners. I'll just run the one, I think. Unless I have to, then I'll run both. I get it done faster if I run both. I don't think I'll make you, wait the whole video for me to can them and stuff, because that takes a while. Quite a while. Bad one on this little guy. Weird spots. These would have been good for soup. Oh, that's what I should make too. I haven't made that in a while. It's potato soup. Somebody shooting out there. I'm surprised Daisy's not going nuts. I think David might be up in his camper. Through the woods over there. It's a guy that has a camper. And they come up there so often. Either that or it's a giant woodpecker whacking on a tin roof or something. Here, I mean, I could do live if he's, if you want to see the whole canning process, but. I appreciate you coming to watch me make potatoes jump out of their skins. Last one. Now this kind of looks like a Yukon Gold. It's kind of a yellowish color. Ooh. Big turkey or something up there. Did you hear that? Besides my wife snoring. Big turkey or a crow or something. Maybe the turkeys are getting mad at me. Maybe they wanted my potato peelings. Oops, I ate one. Stick that into you can go. Clean up my table here now. You're okay, Daisy. Mom and Dad away. Be right back. Well, oops, missed some water. What do you think, people? I think these might be slightly whiter than these ones. Just remember, this is the bowl. I put a little teeny bit of vinegar in it to try to keep it from turning. This one didn't. I mean, they're dirty right now, but I know this one definitely looks a lot less starchy than this one. This one's cloudier looking than that one. I don't know. I'll wash them off. Benzene. There. Water all over the place. There might be, there's gonna be little specks of peeling on here yet. I'm not gonna worry about. I just wanna make sure there ain't no bad stuff. Cut them up. Go through the hole. Peeling right the center of it. That's stupid. So does the other hand. I hate that when you go to the store, you buy great big potatoes and you come home, cut it open and it's all rotten inside, right down the center, the whole length of the whole potato. Like, I think that's because of some of the stuff they put on them, you know. Hey, Daisy girl. We had a baby. Huh. You want a tater? You like taters too. You want one? Want a tater? Well, take it. That was on the floor. Now you're not going to eat it just because I gave it to you. If I would have said, don't touch my potatoes, then you'd eat it. Oh, I'll pat these down more too. I do it the easy way. Shake them babies. There we go. That's the way I do it. Butter running down my arm. Get in there. Yeah. That one's too full. We'll go to the next one now. I just chunky monkey my potatoes. Unless they're little ones, I just throw them in. Pretty much just quarter them, the rest of them. Unless they're big ones like this. Anyone else shake the jars like that? See that thing sticking up there? Sticking out. Sometimes you shake them down. See, they'll go in. Clear ways. Well, this one can go in this one. This one somewhere. do like to do with little potatoes, just leave them whole. Keep going. Don't plug up my hole here. I want to can some baked beans too. I got the stuff. The Lord knows, everyone knows I got the beans. So I want to do some of my homemade baked beans and can those. But it's going to take more jars now, because this is it. This is all I have left. I have to put canning after this until I get more. But I can right through the winter and everything. I don't stop just can during the summer. I do it whenever I can get the stuff. If you cut them smaller, you might get more potatoes in the jar, but I don't really think so. But for me and my wife, it's like when I do something with potatoes for us, I'm only going to get like one jar out anyway, unless the kids come or something. But I make mashed potatoes and everything with canned potatoes. It's good. I like them. And I'll get some of that evaporated milk in the can, and use that to make the potatoes with, mashed potatoes. That's good too. Well, I might just go through all of these jars. I thought I got extra, but I may not have enough.
Can you do my chair?
You guys look in the bathroom? Just a second. Right back. Pulling double duty. Ready? There you go. I have to kick the bottom of the chair with my foot to make the recline thing go in, because she has to turn her legs up because of the swelling. Otherwise, she swells up like a balloon. Not so bad lately in here. So she's putting on more oxygen. She's using like 5 liters now, and it was 3. More in there, maybe 2. Get down in there. Look at this one. Knees forward. My arms ain't long enough. I was showing my wife my red hands before. She said, how do you wash those jars? I said, hot water. Pure hot water, that's all I use. Well, soap, you know what I mean. Not warm water, it's hot. My hands turn all red from being in there.
And then wants a drink. She ain't got no water.
If I don't forget, I'm going to put a little vinegar in each jar too. That's an experiment. Because I don't know. You need water, Dave? Huh? I'll get you some, just a minute. Let me finish this thing here. Oh, that was thin. That was too small. So I noticed too, there's some people that don't like home canned potatoes. The smaller you cut the pieces, the more mushier they get. I'd rather leave them chunky monkey style. I'll get you some in a minute, honey. I just got 3 potatoes left in this pan. I can put the other pan on the rinse while I'm getting these out. Or while I'm doing that for you. But I'm not doing these because they're to make them pretty. I'm doing them to eat them. Put away for us to eat. Because the bags of potatoes like this, they rot on us before we can eat them all. There's this company up here, I don't know if they're nationwide or not, but they make these, a brand that has these potatoes, they're called Chef Delight. And I'm not kidding you people. They're quality potatoes, and one potato can be that big. They're huge. Those are my favorites, but they're more expensive, but they're worth it. I mean, I'd get 1 potato in these jars. They're really big ones. And some of the potatoes probably take 2 jars. They're that big. This is a pretty good size one. But usually I notice though when people get mushy potatoes, it's usually because they process them too long. Because, you know, you keep cooking them, they'll turn into mashed potatoes. Here, and I get rid of this bowl. Give the dogs some water. Bing! It's on the bell. Sorry if I blew your ears out. And I'll put these on to get rinsing. You know what? I think this is keep the potatoes lighter having the vinegar in there. They do look lighter. To me, they do. I make my dogs water in here and I put vinegar in it. Here, Daisy. Where'd you go, baby? Daisy. Here, girl. She'll get it. Probably under the table and I didn't see her. No, nobody's here. Daisy, get your water. There's your water. Get a drink. Go get your drink. There you go, honey. Water's cold. Feels good today. These bowls don't look that heavy. They are when they're just full of water. I got like four of them. Let me damn a bowl of my bundle. This one's going to be dirty, but I'll show you. See? The speckles aren't showing up. Hi, Gomez. The blue speckles, the white speckles don't show up on camera. I don't know if you guys can see them. There you go, the bottom shows up better. There we go. Get off that table. So sticky. That moose. Get. Yeah, they got to see everything I'm doing. Oh my goodness. I hate letting everybody see my kitchen like this. It's all torn apart because I got stuff sitting everywhere. You see my cabbages. Let's see, they're back here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Yeah, you can see one of them back there. I hope I can get these all in the remaining jars. I set that way over there for it. Now is what I worry about. I'll use this thing for it. I forgot what I was going to say now. I will cook them if I can. Get them all checked. Oh, and I was going to say, I will say that the vinegar in there, I think did help keep them a little brighter looking. So maybe I will put some in there, and over time, see if they change colors. You know, when they're canned in the jar. Potatoes do that. And I can't afford to be buying stuff to put in it to make them not change color when it's probably just some kind of chemical that I don't want in my food. Little one. You get to cheat with the little ones. And remember, I'm using this good knife now. This baby is sharp. Where'd it go? Runaway potato. Ooh, I put another one in that jar. Put that in there. Ah. I guess I pushed too hard on that one. I'll push that down more later because that'll fit. I don't know. I just want to make sure that get all my taters in the jar. Don't want to have to cook any unless I have to. Ooh, a couple little ones. You feel better now, Daisy? You got your water, so you're happy now. You like watching Papa Can? Not particularly, but I want to be valued, so I tolerate it. See if I get any more little ones in there. I might just squeak by. I might just have enough jars. I'm usually pretty good at guesstimating. You guys do that? Guesstimate when you're canning? And I found out when cutting them up like this, they seem to fit together better than if you leave them whole. Well, anyone knows whole potatoes, I mean, they're round, it's like they can't get close to each other. So they're going to take up more space. But I do like occasionally to do a jar of like whole potatoes. Like if I want to make a potato salad or something. I don't know if we're going to make it. I may have to cook some. It's not a problem. I'll eat them. Don't need to, but I will. I just hate cutting one open in the middle of it being all ugh. The stores, you get so many of them like that, it's like, I wonder what you're putting on them when you're growing them, because my potatoes never grow that way. I'll get a nice solid potato. The ones you get in the store, we'll buy these like Idaho Bakers or something, bring them home, cut them open, and they're all gray, weird stuff inside. Like, that's not natural. Like, I think they're doing something to them. But half the time, what I used to do is get a potato I wanted at the store. It's got some funny lines, going quite deep. There we go. Get like an Idaho potato, a nice one, and let it get eyes on it and plant it, grow it myself. But now I think they're putting something on them, like the irradiated fruit and stuff that comes from overseas, so you can't grow it. I think they're doing that to a lot of stuff that's commercially sold too, that's supposed to be U.S. stuff. Because the U.S. stuff isn't supposed to be radiated, but I think they do anyway. Because they don't want you getting something for nothing, you know. You buy this potato to eat, not to grow the thing. Sorry. I do both. Oh, and in case you can't tell, I'm doing these cold packs. I don't keep the jars. I don't do that very seldom. So the pressure canner, you don't got to do all that extra stuff. And then people tell you, you watch all these videos, say, make sure you let your pressure canner vent for 10 minutes. That's not necessary either. When that thing starts bubbling and stuff, it's going to push that extra air out of there. I've been doing it all these years, 30-some years. I've never done that, never had a problem. I've never had anything spoil that I can't in my pressure canner. I like the pressure canner better because it's easier. Looks like I'm going to be using both canners. I'll have to get the other one down. Just put it up there last night. Because when I did the carrots, I had both of them going. Well, you saw that in the video if you watched the video. No, I was looking at my analytics and stuff. Do you know, and I see it on other people's too, a lot of people come and say they watched your videos and stuff, and I'm not talking about my normal subscribers, but like subscribers that are new. So you know, I watched this, I subbed you and everything. You're lucky if they watch 2 minutes of the video. I don't know, when I go to someone's channel, unless it's something I'm not, it's like off color or something that I'm not interested in, I watch the whole video. Maybe not all at once, like I'll start it and then I'll go back later and finish watching it. Depends on what's going on. I have no problem with somebody doing that. At least they're watching your video. I'm not saying they are, they're really not watching it. make it. I think I'm gonna make it, people. Yes. And I'll hopefully have exactly enough room. Well, I couldn't have done that better if I planned it. Oops. Yeah, that venting your canner and stuff, that's one of the things that Paul tells you to do. Doesn't mean you have to do it. In the real world, people learn how to do things a lot different. And a lot of those people you watch on the videos, they're doing that because they're trying to protect themselves. But it's like, they don't actually do that either. But I'll tell you right now, my stuff is not done the way all the powers that be say it should be done. I do it the way I've done it for years and years and years. What works for me, not them. They're not eating my food, I am. And I am nobody important, so don't listen to anything I say. As far as that, follow the rules, do everything safe. There you go. That's my disclaimer. But as for me and my house, we do it like this. You do it however you want to do it. Look at that. I couldn't have planned it better. It's almost like I did. Exactly enough jars. Now how does that happen? Except for that piece I dropped on the floor, which I ain't putting in there. There we go. They're all in the jars now. And I think I will this time. I think I will put some, I don't know. Do I want to put it in there? Maybe I will. Put some sea salt in there. I got it, so why not? Might as well. If I can find a measuring spoon I want. Gotta take them all off to get to the one I want. There we go. Canner over. Oh. Lid's over. Put it in there so it relax. Cover this up. get another room, I guess. Be right back. Okay, need some more paper towels. I hate starting the first sheet on these things. They always stick down and that's supposed to. I don't like the first one because it's got glue on it. There we go. Vinegar. I'm going to put a teaspoon. This is a half teaspoon, so I got 2 of these in there. This is just seasoned salt, so make it hurt nothing. Two of these in each one. Never done this before. But it's like, I got it, why not? Did I put 2 in that? Last count. Maybe that we got 2 right here. I appreciate y'all coming to lunch today. Did I put 2 in there? Yeah, I did. Some people tell me that they like to watch my Canon videos, so I said, well, I'll do it when I got stuff to do. There we go. And I'll just do a little splash. Just a little splash of vinegar in each one. Just see if it does anything. Oh, that a little bit more. Back up on it. You gotta push it back in there. Here. I'm just putting it on there right now because I just don't want nothing getting in my jars while I'm wiping the rest of them down. Then I'll have to come back and plus this way when I put things on there I can keep track of which ones I did and which ones I didn't. I can shove some of this down in there when I put the water in and stuff. Check the inside of that and see if it's getting really rusty or not. Outside I don't care, it's just as long as it's not on the inside. I don't eat the rings, so I don't care. I save all my bands year after year. Then I take them off jars too if I need more bands and stuff. Now my potatoes, they will be discolored some because of the seasoning. But I don't care. Seasoned salt wasn't anything anyway. Just really shove that one back down in there. Get back in there. That one's going to require some attitude adjustment. Here's squirrel up there. Well, not happy with something. I'll think I'll just, I don't like that one. There, now we can clear up this mess and start getting my water. Get my other canner out. I hope it's still running. So have I succeeded in boring you crazy yet? Just fill them. H2O. Probably should be using my thingamajig. Bobber on the thingamajig to use on my thingamajig. it's a pain to take the lid off and all that. And keep putting it on, but I like to do it that way. It helps me keep track of which jars I did and which ones I didn't. You know, when I put my seasoning and stuff in. And if I don't leave this running while it's canning, what I'll do is, after they're done, I'll make a video tonight and put up showing you the finished product. And if you guys, when you're canning too, if you happen to overfill the jar a little bit, you don't have to worry about it because when it's in the pressure cooker canner, it's going to force some of that water out anyway. I don't care how precise you try to be. It's going to push more out than what you figure anyway. This one? Yeah. One year I made German potato salad in a jar. Man, my kids love that. I have a chef's cookbook, and I modified their recipe because their recipe, I'd made it before, and it had a lot of vinegar and it was really sour. So I modified it. Oh, it was never good. I wrote it right in my cookbook too. My kids used to ask for that. What do you want for supper? Potato salad. And I used to tease them. Oh, potato salad with mustard? No, the other kind that you can. But I used to make their baby food myself and everything. Ooh, we're near the helper. Just in case I need more. Can't do stuff like this without getting water all over the place. So, there they are, people. I'll bring them over. A little bit. I don't worry about debugging them and all that stuff. You don't have to. Don't tighten the lids down tight. Just snug. You know, see, this is still loose, just go. That's all you gotta do. Because I intentionally overfill my jars a little anyway with liquid and stuff because I know it's gonna get pushed out anyway. And then when I'm done, when it's done canning, they're usually right where they're supposed to be. And if you're canning, also, a lot of people, I've had questions about this before too. If you're canning and say you go to, like this, you say your canning's all done and you pick up the jar, the bottom falls out of it, you had your lids on too tight. Like, see, you don't want to, I used to do that and I blew up a lot of jars when I was first learning. I didn't know it made a difference, but it does. You just, it's not that, just, you know, don't go reefing on it. Don't have to, because the pressure canner forces it down tighter anyway. And also, when you tighten them down too much, they seem to siphon more. Siphon means push more liquid out. There we go, there's one. I can afford to put in the other canner. So, I'll bring it down and put the stuff in it, but I can't put it on the stove because the camera is sitting on the stove right now. Oh, yeah, get my other canner out. Otherwise, it takes me twice as long. It'll be noisy. What's up, please? I just put this up here yesterday, last night. This one is older. This out of here. This canner is older than this one. This doesn't have the safety lock where it won't open. This will. So you don't go up and open it when it's cooking. A little bit. And this one, the bottom tray that goes in the bottom, it's in the bottom of this one. Well, it didn't come with this one. So what I got is a rag lifter from a boiling water canner, and it fits it. There. Get them in the, I try to get them across from each other, alternate them a little bit. There we go. And then we start putting our water in. Fill it up. I put it like 2 inches up to the bottoms of the jars. That's it. Cold water, because you're starting with cold jars. And this is a good time to inspect your edge around here on your canner. Make sure there's nothing sticking there. not uncommon for pressure canners too to leak. When you put them on the stove and they'll drip from around this edge, that's normal. Until they build up enough pressure that it will seal that off. I've seen brand new canners do that. A lot of people, oh no, it's leaking, it ain't no good, the seal's shut. No, that's not true. Sometimes they do, but until they get, pressure built up and stuff, then it seals it. And I'll show you with the lids too, when we're done here, what I always do. Done putting my water in. Or if you got a pressure can or an older one, and it's leaking quite a bit, even after it builds up pressure, it still leaks. I'll show you what to do with that too. Because these canners both have brand new seals I just bought for them. You rarely ever have to buy seals. I'd like to get in one of those All-American ones, but they're a lot of money. But I've used, oh my gosh, this one I've made hundreds and hundreds of jars of food in this thing. I couldn't even tell you. All the years my kids were growing up and everything. There we go. Now, what you can do if you want to, see, now we have well water, and well water has a lot more minerals in it sometimes, even city water does. I put just a little bit of vinegar. Just a little bit in each one. And it will keep that, your jars from getting all cloudy and minerally on the outside. Okay, now for the lids. We'll take the old canner first. I want to do this where you can see me. First you do a visual inspection. Look at your vent hole right here. What I do is hold up to the light and look through it. You should be able to see nothing in there. If there's something in there, get yourself a toothpick or a pipe cleaner and get it out of there, because that's got to be clear. Now, take your seal and inspect it. Make sure there's nothing that shouldn't be on there. If it is, take it off. Then, get yourself some lard. Grease this baby. Then you go all the way around it. It's got to be lubricated with something, and I don't want to use vegetable oils because that stuff's poison. I spread it all around my seal, get it all lubricated. But then there's a little V in here. I stick my thumb in there, and I force it in there too. With the little V. And it's important to do this stuff too, because when you do this, it makes your seal in your canner last a lot longer. I still have my original seal to this canner somewhere. I keep it as a backup in my room. You know, that's oiled up nice. Now you check your rings, your lid, in the surface area around here. Make sure nothing's in there. You can feel if there is. Because sometimes you get buildup, stuff splatters or something. Then put your seal back in, push it under the tabs. And I have, this is a Miro, I believe it is, Miromatic or something like that. I got greasy hands now. It's an older one. There, get your seal in there nice and neat. Then position where it drops down. Wrong side. There you go. And you twist and lock. Try it, pick it up. If it's locked, it ain't gonna lift. Okay. Some of this grease off this hand. Do the same thing with the lid to this one. Again, check your hole in your vent lid. Hold it up to the light. Make sure you can see through it. Okay, this one's got a little crud in there, it looks like. So, I'm going to get me a toothpick. If I had pipe cleaners, I'd use that, but I don't have any. Regular old toothpick. I don't know if you can see that. And you just go through here, go through the hole, poke it in there, and I don't know if you can see it, shove it right on through. Okay, there was a little seasoning in there from last night's chili. There you go. Take it out, check it again. Good to go. Nice and clean. Take out your seal. Get you some lard again. Just a little bit. Get your hand all gooped up with it. And smear this baby. Smear it good. Go all the way around. If you don't have lard, you could use, vegetable oil and stuff too, but vegetable oil is poison. I don't use it. I prefer beef tallow, or lard. Get it in the groove, inside the seal, and everything. And it will make your seal last longer. Okay, there, that's all greased up now. Sit this here for a second. Inspect your grooves in here. Make sure there's nothing in there. Good to go. Pick up your seal, you laid it down, so make sure you rub it again. Make sure there's nothing on it that you picked up if you lay it down. Put your seal back in. You just put it underneath the little tabs. Okay, now, if you have a canner, say you've used it for 20 years, and it'll still work, but it leaks and it won't stop leaking. Well, take your seal back out, get it like this, and stretch it just a little, and put it back in. It will make the seal fit a little tighter, and you can get several more years doing it. And it fits in there snugger when you do that. I do that every so often just to, reactivate, because I think they shrink a little bit, from being used all the time. But I have these two canners. I have 1, 2, 3 smaller canners too that you can do pint jars in, and I stretch them all. And this canner here that I'm working on now, I just replaced the seal in this one just this year. But the seal that was in there, I still have it. I used that for at least 30 years. And I still took it out and stretched it all the time. I just replaced it because I thought, good idea, And at the time, I had a little help, so I did. And I wanted to do a lot of canning, so I didn't want it going out on me. This one has a safety lock on it, because it's not quite as old. See, the handle's locked together, and when it heats up, you can open this one. So they're all ready to go now. everything. And here are my weights. My weights do 5, 10, and 15 pounds. Somebody got your Presto Canners new for $50. Cool. I paid $2.50 for this one. This one, I can't remember. I've had it too long. Might have bought it new, but I don't think so. Can't remember. Did I buy this, my first pressure canner new?
I don't think so.
Or did I buy it? I can't remember. I don't know.
It's been so long, I can't
Yeah.
tell you. I don't think you did though.
I've used it so many years. Yeah, it's 10 pounds pressure. See, they're ready to go. Now, I'm going to go look in my book. I believe it's 30 minutes at 10 pounds pressure. But I'm going to do that, get these going on the stove, which means I have to take the camera down. So, I guess I'll come back later after it's all done, and when I look in my book, if it's a difference in the time, oops, put this up. Sorry. If the time is different in the book, then I'll say it when I come back, how long it actually was that you have to process it, but I believe it's 30 minutes. Yeah. So, I hope you all find this useful, and that you all get something from it. And more than anything else, you guys, get out there and start canning. Start putting food away. It's not too late. Better late than never, because we're in for some hard times coming, people. My knower knows it. I feel it. It's like, I believe in the rapture. If I go in the rapture, so what? I'll feed somebody else. And more of a chance for them to come to know Jesus too. Because I believe that is what a Christian does. You know, you love people, you love everybody, and it's, you know, even if I'm not here, it's a way for me to speak from the grave. You know, and there's stuff all around my house. They will not, you know, they won't have any doubt in their mind that I love the Lord. And I hope it speaks loud to them without me having to say anything, you know. Because sometimes, all the time really, I believe in showing your sermon in the way that you live. Not by what you say, by what you do when nobody's looking. When you know to do right and you don't do it, it kind of reflects on you, and people see that, you know. People like to make up lies and say things about you too that you didn't do. Yeah. Spiced pear sauce yesterday and today. Ooh, that sounds good. I got a whole bunch of pears over there and a whole bunch of peaches and apricots that I want to make pear butter and all that with. I made apple butter already. Hi, Tim. And hi, Ellen. And Eileen and whoever else is here. So, I guess I'll let you go back to your day now, and I'm gonna get these going and check my manual and see how long it is. Exactly, I gotta let them go. I believe it's 30 minutes, but it might be an hour. I don't think so, though. As many things as I've canned, you'd think I'd know, but I'm old. And I have CRAST, if you know what that stands for. Can't remember a thing. That's what that stands for. So, with that said, I'm going to let you go now. And I have a hard time getting off for some reason. Oh, that sounded bad. Once I get this started, I can't read with my glasses on. There we go. bifocals don't work. Yep, love and blessings to all of you. Southern Prairie, Ellen, Tim, Eileen, Gomez, whoever else is here. Thank you all for coming. You guys all have a blessed day. And remember, like I always say, whatever you do in life, make a difference. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Be watching for the follow-up video when this is all done. I'm glad you love it here, Tim. I love you being here. I love all of you being here. Thank you so much, brother. Bye now. See you, Southern Prairie. And everyone else.